Tillery here, the Mistress of Horror, and welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, how about you press that subscribe button, give this video a like, and ring that bell so you know when I'm uploading new videos. This video is dedicated to one of the best writers, in my opinion, ever in horror and paranormal creatures, Anne Rice, who recently passed away. I'm very saddened by that. I saw the post online in one of my writer groups that Anne Rice had passed, and it was very heart-wrenching that she had passed. She lived an amazing life, and she's very much an inspiration, and actually one of the writers that inspired me to be a writer. There's only really a few writers that inspired me to be a writer, and being Anne Rice being one of the tops. And I have so many of her books. I have so many books, as you know, but only ones I had at hand was her recent book that she had released in the Vampire Chronicles series, and that was the Blood Communion by Anne Rice, Prince Lestat. And I'm quite sure all her books in that series, plus some of her other series, is like The Witching Hour, and then I also have her erotica series, The Sleeping Beauty type of retelling. And I have all three of those here to show you if you haven't seen them or read them, because some people aren't into erotica, but she was well ahead of her time, I will definitely say. Amazing. Like, wow. Just wow when I first read this. I was probably young to read it. I was not young to read it. I was like 20, but I'd never read anything like it before. So this is book 1. And these are hardbacks with no sleeve. And then book 2. And then book 3. All hardbacks. And the titles of these, the first one is The Claiming of Sleeping Beauty. The second one is Beauty's Punishment. And the third one is Beauty's Release. They are very steamy. To say, Anne Rice always delivered on her stories, always. And the last addition to the Vampire Chronicles series definitely was just as great as the others. So I just wanted to acknowledge her feats, all her accomplishments in life. And I know she has a show based off of Lestat. I believe it's just the Vampire Chronicles series in general, that's supposed to be coming out, that her son Christopher Rice actually did the screenplay for, and they worked together on that. So I'm looking forward to that still, as the family's going through grieving right now. So Christopher actually has been posting through Anne Rice's page on Facebook, which is very nice of him to do, and letting the fans know what's happening, and with Anne Rice. And it's very sad. We've lost such a great writer, and that's part of life, I know. But yes, I was very happy to have read all her works, and I'll be watching the show when it comes on. I wanted to make a video of sure being in Mistress of Horror, and that's definitely in the horror genre. So Anne Rice, thank you for all the amazing works you put out to the world, and bringing all the early steps that'll take someone to take steps for others to also walk. So thank you for that. And if you haven't read any of Anne Rice's works, or if you have missed her last book, please check it out, pick it up. I thought I did a review on it, but it might have been when I did my TBR list when I first got it, and I did talk about it, how it has some illustration on the inside of it, which is really, really cool. But yeah, get yourself a copy if you haven't read it, if you're into vampires, like myself. But yes, it's very sombering type of times, to say the least. So, but it was great to have such an amazing female horror writer such as Anne Rice. A lot of people got to read her works. I believe she sold around 150 million copies of her books, which is amazing. So Here's to Aunt Rice. Rest in peace, Aunt Rice. I'll see you all in my next video. Stay scared.